Hey everybody, and welcome to my top 15 most liked Quebec-born players that never played for Montreal. So these are players that I just really liked over the years, and they were born in Quebec and they never played here in Montreal for the Canadiens. So that's all right here at Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything is dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. And let's get right to it. Number 15 is a current player, plays for Detroit. Is a guy that I heard rumors that at the trade deadline that Montreal is interested in him. So we'll see in the offseason. If there is an offseason, if this isn't the offseason right now. Anthony Mantha. Anthony Mantha is a nice big guy. I think he's like 6'3", might be bigger than that. Not overly physical or anything, but he can definitely put up points. He has, in 260 games played, 84 goals, 89 assists, 173 points. That's not bad. And just a big kind of forward, talented forward that Montreal needs. Usually Montreal goes for the small, talented forwards, but we need to acquire a few bigger guys. It would be great if we could. Anthony Mantha. Next up from the Bruins, who everybody definitely likes. We don't like to play against him, but you can't say you don't like him because he's a Bruin. He doesn't usually get involved too much in the Brad Marchand incidences and stuff like that. So, Patrice Bergeron, guy that, number one center, top defensive guy in your team. Puts up the points and keeps the points out. 1,089 games, 352 goals, 517 assists, 869 points, and counting. Just a great player. Everything that Phil Deneau would love him to be, and he's not that far off from being. Patrice Bergeron. Next up, number 13, is a guy that I think at some point I knew he was Quebec-born, but when I saw him on the list, it was, I didn't know that. Tony McKegney. One of those hard-nosed kind of players that could put up some points and get under your skin, and just a good player. 912 games played, 320 goals, 319 assists. Very well-balanced player, and 639 points. Yeah, Tony McKegney. I think he played in Quebec for a little bit. He played for the Rangers a little bit, I think. Kind of a journeyman, but good hockey player. Next up for another team I don't like, but kind of guy that, hard not to like, Dave Keon. Guy could put up the points, 1,296 games played, long career, 396 goals, 590 assists, 986 points, so it's a shame that he retired 14 points shy of 1,000. Dave Keon, just a great hockey player, and you couldn't help but like him. Even though he was a Leaf. That's all I can say. Next up, another one that played for a team I don't like, or didn't at the time anyway. A great goalie. He didn't usually get involved in Broad Street Bullies garbage that they put out on the ice. And probably in the 75-76 finals, Stanley Cup finals, that Montreal swept Philadelphia to win the Cup. If Bernie Perron was in nets and not Wayne Stevenson, I would think it might have been a different result, but most definitely wouldn't have been a sweep. That's for sure. Next up, longtime Buffalo Sabre, Benoit Hogue. Hogue, I used to draft him a lot in fantasy pools, and there was a while there where Montreal was very interested in getting him. He played 863 games, 222 goals, 321 assists for 543 points. Decent numbers, good hockey player. I liked him. I liked the name, Benoit Hogue. I don't know something about the name that I just like. But like I said, I used to draft him in my fantasy pools. Excuse me. Number 9, long-time Edmonton Oilers defenseman, Kevin Lowe, from Lachute, Quebec, a nice town up here. I like Lachute. They got a really nice golf course, and it's a nice little town. Kevin Lowe, just a good, solid point producer, stay-at-home guy. Like, he could do it all on defense. 1,254 games, Long career. 84 goals, 347 assists for 431 points. So he didn't put up a ton of points, but he could do it all. A very solid player, always. You can count on him. Next up, number 8. Probably should be higher because I really like this guy, but I had forgotten about him. I had him in other videos about this kind of stuff. And when I went, oh, I got to put him in, so I put him here. I exchanged him for the guy that was here originally. And that's Mike Bossy. Mike Bossy, what a great goal scorer. 752 games played. He put up 573 goals. That's awesome. 553 assists to go along with that for 1,126 points. I worked with his nephew Keith and almost got the opportunity to play golf with him, but at the last minute he had to cancel, and there went my opportunity, and we never got around to arranging it again. But Mike Bossy, just what a great hockey player. Came into the league, I want to say 7 or 9 seasons in a row, 50 goals. And just a pure goal scorer. Great player. And one of my favorites of all time. Should probably be higher on this list. Next up is kind of a tragic one. Again, from a team I don't like, Boston Bruins. But in his rookie season, near the end of the season, he was skating, I believe, down his wing and just collapsed. He had some kind of a brain thing happen. I don't know exactly what it was. And he never played again. Normand Levier, very nice young kid. Like I said, in his rookie season, very promising. And you couldn't help but feel bad for him. And how can you not like this kid? 75 games played, that's all he managed. 17 goals, 25 assists, 42 points. So good numbers for a rookie. And just a tragedy. And I believe it was against the Canadiens. And I know I saw it. I believe I saw the game live while it happened. And just a tragedy. So Normand Levier. Next up, number 6. Never played for Montreal, but was a general manager for a couple of seasons. I had his hockey stick when I was a kid. It was a game-used stick, probably practice. My father had connections. And also, my uncle through marriage was Sam Maislin. Sam had an interest in 10%, I think, in the Habs. So I got stuff like that. He was a good hockey player. I mean, not great. 790 games, 211 goals, 271 assists, 482 points. Decent hockey player. Had a really good wrist shot. Could skate well and fast. And just wasn't a really good GM. He didn't do well. It was a bad time here when he was GM. And I think he was only brought in because he was French and available at the time. Number 5, a great hockey player. Again, for a team I don't like. But I do like this guy. How do you not like Ray Bourque? Ray Bourque was a great defenseman. It's too bad he needed to go to Colorado to win a cup. But as a Habs fan, it's not too bad because I didn't want to see the Bruins win a cup. But too bad he had never got an opportunity to win a cup. 1,617 games played. 410 goals. 1,169 assists. Damn good. 1,579 points. Just a great defenseman. Too bad Montreal didn't have him at the time. Number 4 is great goal scorer, mostly for LA and Detroit. He won cups with Detroit, almost with LA in 93 when Montreal beat them. 1,431 games played, 668 goals, 726 assists, 1,394 points. Really good numbers. Great goal scorer, great hockey player, all around. Remember when he came in as a rookie? I think it was with Jimmy Carson, and I think they scored 50 goals in his rookie season alongside Marcel Dion and the LA Kings before they had their black uniforms. Next up. And it's funny because I have number 3 here. I did another video similar to this, and I should spell his name right. And I had him in number 3, Marty St. Louis. Marty St. Louis, a great hockey player, small. I think he's like 5'7". Had to always overcome the odds because he was so small. Good goal scorer, good playmaker, good leader, just an all-around good hockey player and good guy. You never hear anything bad about Marty St. Louis. Gotta like Marty St. Louis. 1,134 games played, 394 goals, 642 assists for 1,033 points. 5'7", and he got over 1,000 points in this league. It takes something to do that when you're a small guy. Next up, number 2, and I used him probably in the same video. I don't know if I had him in the same spot, so I might be inconsistent, but great hockey player for, I think, Buffalo his whole career. I don't think he went anywhere else. And that's Gilles Perreault. Gilles Perreault, now I think his back shortened his career. Great hockey player, creative, can skate, pass, shoot from anywhere in the offensive zone. Always dangerous, Gilles Perreault. Yeah, just a great hockey player. I think he came into the league the year before Lafleur did. And next up, guy that Montreal could have had, because they could have drafted him instead of Lafleur, but there is also a story out there about how Sam Pollock, they had another deal to get the 2nd overall pick that year, and they were going to do it. And then, I don't know, one of the scouts had said that they didn't think Dion would be much of a scorer, and so they didn't make the deal, and they didn't draft Dion as well. So, which was a big mistake. If you have it as a big mistake, can you imagine Montreal with Dion and Lafleur? Wow. So Marcel Dion, I mean, how could you not like Marcel Dion? He used to do commercials. He, funny guy. 1,348 games, 731 goals, 1,040 assists, 1,771 points. So like 300 points more than, maybe 400 points more than Guy Lafleur. But I love Guy Lafleur, my favorite hockey player, so I'm not sorry about it. But it would have been nice to have both of them, I got to tell you. So there you go. That's my video. If you disagree with anybody on there, it's fine. Let me know who you would take off of there and who you would replace them with. And do that in the comment section. And while you're on the way down there to do that, give a thumbs up if you like the video. And hit the subscribe and the notifications bell if you haven't already. And that's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe. Wash your hands a lot. Wear a mask when you're out. Peace out, everybody.